Today we will build a point of sale system called Retro Mart.
3 for ad products, A1 for example, computer, $1,000, and 5. Number 1, view product catalog, and here, computer added.
Step 1. Defining the initial inventory dictionary. Let's start by creating our initial data set. We use a Python dictionary where each product's SKU serves as a unique key. Inside each key, we store a nested dictionary containing product details like name, price, stock, tags, and supplier info. Step 2. Listing catalog items with .items. To display our catalog, we need to loop through the dictionary. The .items method gives us access both the dictionary key and its value simultaneously. Notice how we extract the first tag from the nested tags list and convert it to uppercase on the fly. Step 3. Looking up a single product by key. One of the biggest strengths of dictionaries is O1 constant time lookup. Instead of searching line by line like in a list, we can retrieve an item directly using its key. Let's build a product lookup function that verifies if a SKU exists in our dictionary. Step 4. Extracting nested data via stacked method calls. Python allows us to stack index calls and a string method directly on nested dictionary fields. In this function, we demonstrate how to access nested dictionary fields and nested list items directly. Step 5. Adding or overwriting products. Adding a new item to a dictionary or updating an existing one uses the exact same syntax, dictionary key equal new value. If the key doesn't exist, Python creates it. If it already exists, Python overwrites the data. Step 6. Building the shopping cart dictionary. Next, we'll build a checkout system. We'll store cart items inside a new dictionary called cart, where keys are SKUs and values are quantities. This function allows clerks to scan items and accumulate purchase quantities. Step 7. Generating receipt and deducting stock. Once the shopping cart is filled, we need to calculate the customer's total and update our main inventory. We iterate through cart.items, multiply item prices by quantities, print receipt line items, and directly mutate stock levels in the main inventory dictionary. Step 8. Introspection with key and value. Python dictionaries offer built-in methods to inspect key and value separately. We can use inventory.keys to grab all registered SKUs and inventory.value to extract product dictionaries and calculate total store assets values. Step 9. Creating the user interface menu. To make our application interactive, we build a clean menu interface. This helper function displays options and prompts the user to make a choice. Step 10. Assembling the main control loop. Finally, we tie all our small modular functions together inside an infinite while loop inside main. This loop executes selected options based on user input until option 6 is selected to terminate the
3 for ad products, A1 for example, computer, $1,000, and 5. Number 1, view product catalog, and here, computer added. If you found this helpful, like and subscribe for more Python videos.